Hello everyone, it is Mark Berman from TVMI. I'm coming to you live from the Summer 2014 press tour at the very noisy Beverly Hilton Hotel. Sitting next to me is Lachlan, Patterson, who is a finalist on Last Comic Standing.
I am.
So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now, I want to ask you, you're obviously a comedian.
Yeah.
You've been on The Tonight Show, you've been on Talk Show, so you have a budding career.
Yeah.
How did you get on Last Comic Standing? How did that come about?
I was invited. Wanda Sykes and Paige Hurwitz and their production company picked up Last Comic Standing and revived it, renewed it.
Right.
And one of the rules they wanted to have this year, as opposed to all the other years, is no cattle call. They're only gonna, they look through thousands of submissions and different comedians online and chose only 100 to come compete. And I got an email. My agent got an email, sent it to me, and he said they really like you. They're a fan, and they want you to come audition. And you know, I've always been under the impression that nobody wants me. I'm about 0 for 500 on auditions, so I was a little reluctant. I didn't believe it, but I did go out to the audition, and here we are now.
And how would you summarize this whole experience? I mean, you're getting to the final wire. You can win this thing, which would pay you a hefty $250,000.
Yeah,
I believe. You get a contract, I believe.
I think you do.
Not shabby. Not shabby.
No.
So you must be sitting here thinking like, holy crap, I can win this whole thing, right?
You know, I'm trying not to let it get. You know, I'm trying not to see the money.
Right.
I'm trying not to see all that. I'm trying to be happy with whatever happens.
Yes.
But that would be pretty awesome.
You know, the interesting thing about Last Comic Standing was it wasn't on for a couple of years. It was a summer staple.
Yeah.
And NBC rested it, I think, for about 4 years, brought it back. They already renewed it for next year.
Yeah.
Brought in some new hosts. What's it like working with Roseanne? What's it like with her there? One of my favorites.
When Roseanne is talking to me, like I really only got to see her when she was judging me. It's weird because I grew up watching her on TV and I look up to her so much. So when she's talking, just my hairs on my arms, eyes. I'm trying to listen to what she says, but at the same time, I'm like, Roseanne's talking to me. Roseanne's talking to me. Are you kidding? Roseanne's talking to you right now, bro. And so it's really surreal. Imagine. And the things she'll say, you are a really great writer, and it's something that I've always wanted to be called. And to hear it from her is amazing.
And then, of course, you know, Keenan Ivory Wayans from In Living Color, which to me was a staple every Sunday night. I had to watch In Living Color.
Oh, yeah, I used to record every episode and rewatch them 100 times.
Now, where did you grow up?
Vancouver.
Okay. Did you always want to be a comedian?
I did, and you know, Keenan discovered Jim Carrey, a Canadian that I looked up to.
Sure.
So when I hear him speak, I also think of this guy chose Jim Carrey. This guy found Jim Carrey, and I feel like he's trying to keep me in the show. I think he believes in me.
Now, do you live out here now?
I do. I live in Venice.
How long have you been out here for?
07. Been here for 7 years.
7 years. Yeah. You know, because we were just saying before we started the video cast, my son, who just turned 20, also has done comedy. He's, you know, performed at a number of shows. Thank you. This thing goes on and off. A number of different places in New York City, and you know, that's what he would like to do. Do you see yourself down the road? Now, let's think positively. You're a comedian. Yeah. Not every comedian's positive. We'll be positive. Let's assume you're going to win this thing. You're going to move on to this, that, and the other thing. Do you ever see yourself being like a Tim Allen doing a Home Improvement? Or, you know, a Roseanne? Or any of the various comedians that have gone on to sitcom fame? Would you want to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a vision of a sitcom in my head that I really like. It's nothing like Home Improvement or Roseanne. It's my own version, but yeah, I definitely can envision myself leading a cast through this vision I have, and I think it's going to be really funny.
And when will you be doing the final Last Comic Standing? When is that going to conclude for the season?
Well, hopefully I'll be in it, but August 14th is the finale.
So we're talking about 4 weeks from now, which is not around the corner. The night before, are you preparing? Do you just say, I'm going to just do what I do? I don't want to over-prepare. What's that deal?
The night before, I'm running around LA getting stage time. Sneaking out of the hotel to get stage time at least two clubs.
Right.
Pulling every favor to get on stage. Tweaking every last word. And then trying to meditate so that I can sleep and be peaceful.
Right.
And also trying to have a positive energy of, no matter what happens, you're a great comedian and you did a great job. And I try to keep saying that to myself. I try to keep encouraging myself and make sure that I don't lose sight of the fact that this is just a show.
Right.
This isn't your whole life.
Right.
And don't take it too seriously.
Do you have any favorite comedians yourself? Anyone that you've admired over the years that you've watched?
I mean, I grew up watching Steve Martin and Jim Carrey.
Right.
And then when I started doing it, I started admiring Brian Regan and Jim Gaffigan and Chris Rock. And then I got to work with Norm Macdonald, and I fell in love with his comedy.
Right.
And since then, I've been following Bill Burr and guys like Kyle Dunnigan and
You a fan of Joan Rivers?
Joan Rivers, of course. I can't leave out Joan Rivers.
We went last summer. I took my family to see Fashion Boots.
Oh, really?
We went to a taping of that.
How was that?
Oh, it was awesome. It was just awesome.
She riffs the whole thing.
She calls it as she sees it. She never holds back. That's her shtick.
Yeah.
She, as you probably know, stormed off a set recently.
Yeah.
Which she didn't like. I have to give the woman credit. She's 81 years old, and she is always out in the media.
She was on Letterman.
She was.
Did you see what Letterman stormed out on her?
Yes, I saw that. And I have to tell you, she tends to come to the press tour quite often. She'll come to events. She schmoozes. She'll talk to people. So I could see you at some point sitting on a stage with your show, fielding questions from members of the press. Would you want to do? Would you find that interesting?
I would love to do
Getting
that.
questions from people like me.
Absolutely.
And I would be kind and gentle. I wouldn't ask you anything inappropriate.
I think I could probably manage your inappropriates.
Poor Katherine Heigl got a little grilled yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
A couple of questions about her, bad reputation. But you're clean. You don't have a reputation. You seem to be clean-cut, comedian, on the verge of stardom, perhaps.
Sometimes those are the people that become the biggest targets.
Well, any press is good press, so it can't hurt. But I wish you the best of luck on Last Comic Standing.
Thank you very much.
I wish you the best of luck in your future. I hope you'll come back, if you're here next year or in January when we do this again.
Anytime.
Maybe we can talk about your experience in as the season concluded. Good luck.
Thank you.
I shake the hand of the potential winner. I won't jinx it, but I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And I am Mark Berman coming to you, and my computer is black right now. I hate that.
That's okay.
I'm coming to you from a very noisy hallway. We're like the bar at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles from the summer 2014 press tour. I will see you back tomorrow. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.